Hi YouTube. So today I'm doing I guess a birth announcement, and I'll talk about my labor and delivery. Um yeah, I'm not pregnant anymore, and so that's why there are no more updates on my pregnancy. Jaydin was born January 3rd, 2013. He was 6 pounds, 8 ounces, and 19.5 inches long. And he has light brown hair and gray eyes right now. So I guess we'll see if they change, because I don't know, me and Jordan have black hair, so I guess we'll see. Um, sorry if I'm rambling, I don't have anything written down, and I'm really tired, and I figured I might as well make a video, like, continue being in the habit of making videos. And I finally got him to sleep. He's been wanting to be awake all day. And today is my first day alone with him. Jordan's at work, and so is my mom. So yeah, it's just us today. My labor and delivery went pretty well, I think you could say. I had it pretty easy compared to some people. I had been in and out of the hospital for the past 5 days before he arrived, with contractions, I guess false labor or really early labor. And then finally, Thursday morning at 3 a.m., I woke up, and it was really weird because there's like these apps, pregnancy apps, like Baby Bump or What to Expect, and I use Baby Bump a lot, and I know that I asked a question earlier, like Wednesday night. I asked a question like, what does it feel like when your water breaks, or how do you know if your water's leaking? And people answered, and I was like, okay, cool, now maybe I have a better idea, because I wasn't always sure. Like, I wouldn't want to get that wrong and not know if I was leaking, you know, because that could be really bad and cause infection. And then that morning, Thursday morning, at 3 a.m., I got up and my water broke. It was just really ironic, or I don't know, it was so weird. I just knew something was going to happen, and then it did. So I woke my mom up. I called Jordan's mom so that she could wake Jordan up, because I knew that he wouldn't hear the phone ring. And we headed over to the hospital. We got there about 4, because I called first just to make sure that they wanted me to come in right away. And I was group B strep positive, so they said for sure that I had to come in right away, because they needed to get me on penicillin for at least 4 hours. And so we headed to the hospital. They checked to make sure it was my water. It was. So I got admitted, and we finally got comfortable, because we've been at the hospital plenty of times in the past week, and we just had to go home. So it's kind of nice to actually be staying. Hi. He might be waking up. It's kind of nice that we actually got to stay, finally. So we were just watching TV. I was having contractions. They didn't hurt very bad, and they weren't frequent, so they had to put me on Pitocin, and sorry, I can't think straight. They kept bumping my levels of Pitocin up, because like the contractions weren't terrible, and they weren't super frequent. Finally, they bumped it up to the point where like they hurt really bad, and I couldn't get the epidural yet. Well, I could have, but they wanted it to be most effective, and they didn't want to give it to me too early and have it wear off. And I was progressing so slowly that they didn't want to give it to me too early. But then they finally gave it to me, and the epidural you can't even feel the epidural when you're in pain for a contraction. So it really, like, if you're that afraid of needles, would you rather be feeling every little bit of pain that you're in from your uterus contracting trying to push a baby down your birth canal? I don't really think so. The needle probably is the least of your worries. It doesn't even hurt. And it's all worth it. After I got the epidural, I was totally fine. Like, it felt like nothing. I mean, I could feel the pressure. And it didn't hurt, but I could feel pressure. So I felt every single contraction. There was just no pain. So that's awesome. And my heart rate, my blood pressure went down. And I thought I was just sleepy. But I wasn't sleepy, I guess. Look at him. But I wasn't sleepy. I guess my heart rate was dropping. And I didn't realize that, like, that's what was happening. I thought I was just really tired. And so they had to give me some epinephrine to speed up my heart rate, and that worked, and then I felt fine. And finally time came that they wanted me to push because I guess I was like 9 centimeters, 9.5 centimeters dilated, and he was already at an +2 all on his own, and they wanted me to wait as long as I possibly could push because he was moving himself. My contractions were strong enough that they were pushing himself down. So I only pushed for 16 minutes. I was in labor, you know, for a long time, since 3 in the morning, but I only had to push for 16 minutes. And maybe because I was in sports, maybe because I have a lot of lower body strength, I don't know. You know, the epidural, the whole bag was gone. The medicine was wearing off, and they told me they weren't going to add more because they wanted me to be able to feel what was going on at least a little bit. And so the pain came back, but it really wasn't bad. You know, what was hard for me was the breathing, because you take a deep breath in, you push, then you take a really quick breath, push, and that was hard for me. I felt like it was really hard to take the breaths and keep pushing, even though, I mean, I did it, but I felt like that was the hardest part. But yeah, he was out after 16 minutes, and it didn't even feel like 16 minutes, and it was a really great experience. It was like dramatic, but in a good way. It was very positive. Everybody was super into it. It was just me, my mom, and Jordan, and the 3 doctors and the nurse, and it was just like the perfect situation. Jordan did amazingly, and he was watching. I was like, that's weird. I didn't think he was gonna want to see that, but But it was like an amazing experience. And now Jaydin's here, and he had a checkup yesterday, and he has another weight check on Wednesday. Because I'm breastfeeding, and he was small. He was only a little bit early, but he was 9 days early, but he was smaller, so they just want to make sure that he's gaining weight enough. And he's been eating a lot now. My milk definitely came in because my boobs were so engorged. It was like he couldn't even eat, and he latched perfectly. And my nipples were so, like, my whole boob was engorged to the point where he couldn't latch on, and he was getting frustrated. But I got a pump from insurance, so that's nice. And yeah. Oh, another funny thing, one of my coworkers at the restaurant that I work at, she was pregnant as well, and we were due the same exact day. And when my water broke, I texted her. We were both due on the 12th. I texted her, you know, 3 in the morning, my water just broke. And she texted me saying she was having contractions, so she was headed in as well. And we had our babies 2 hours apart. They were due on the same day, and we both had them early on the same day. That's crazy. At the same hospital. So I got to see her. So that was really cool. But yeah, so far, you know, he's not too fussy. I was a really fussy baby. You know, he cries, and he'll wake up. He's like, I think he's kind of fighting his sleep right now, but he'll wake up, and in the middle of the night, you know, it seems like he's waking up more frequently. I think because I'm tired and Jordan's tired, and so it just seems more overwhelming at night. But in all reality, I think he wakes up probably 2-3 times, and that's not bad at all. But what he does, he has this little routine where, you know, he wakes up, he'll cry, he needs to be changed, he'll want to eat, and then he'll just look at you, you know, his quiet, alert state, and he'll just want to look at you for like hours, and he stays awake for a really long time, just like staring. Hi. the lactation consultant gave him the cutest baby award, and she thought he was a 41-week baby because of all the facial expressions that he was making, and like how alert he was and how focused he was. But no, he was early, so I guess that's good. Yes, I'm very proud. So I'll show you. There he is. There's Jaydin. You waking up? No, not quite. You waking up? He's so precious. But yeah, so I'll try to make updates as often as I can. I might not do weekly updates, but I mean, you can let me know if you guys want me to. And I'm using my laptop because it's easier than my camera. Here you go. There you go. So I show you guys my 1 week belly. So yeah, that's my labor and delivery video, kind of postpartum I guess, and update on Jaydin. And he's waking up, so I'll probably have to feed him. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Alright, comment, like, subscribe, and message me if you have any questions. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye. So yeah, that's my labor and delivery video, kind of postpartum I guess, and update on Jaydin. And he's waking up, so I'll probably have to feed him. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Alright, comment, like, subscribe, and message me if you have any questions. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.